in the top focus. At a time when the people of Mahul in suburban Mumbai have been protesting for a home outside the toxic hell, there have been 5 state government employees from Maharashtra who are busy splurging crores of taxpayers' money in Switzerland. The documents now that have been accessed by Mirror Now reveal that the Maharashtra Chief Secretary, along with 4 of his officials, have submitted bills that amount to about 7.6 crore rupees, and that is the nature of expenditure during their 5-day stay at the World Economic Forum in Davos. What's more shocking here, bills of this entire tour, which was for about 5 days, was generated on the first day of the tour itself, dated 21st January. Let's get in further inputs. Our correspondent Mayuresh getting us further details here on the nature of explanation now that has come in on this kind of an expenditure. Mayuresh, there's a very important comparison here to this expenditure that is being made here as well at a time when the Chief Minister himself for the past 2 times went to Davos. Both those trips expenditure would amount to just about 2 crores, whereas these officers are saying they've spent about 7.6 crores in just one trip.
Certainly, and you can see this is the copy of a bill which I'm holding in my hand. If you see the expense, the main expense is on car rental. Another expense is on accommodation. So certainly these people have spent most of the money, or we can say that 99% of the money on car rental or for the accommodation, for the breakfast. And when we encountered or when we had word with the industries minister who is in charge of this particular portfolio, we can say that who is the boss of these all, he said that yes, we have received the bill, but we have not made any payment. And after we showed him this particular copy of a bill, he said, I have asked my officials not to clear any excess amount. They will be checking these bills thoroughly, and then only the payment will be made. So far, Maharashtra government has come on record and they have said that they have not made any payment for these bills, but they have accepted that they have got the bills of worth rupees 7 crore 63 lakh for a Davos trip, which the IS officer and his subordinates, there were 5 officers, had gone there to represent Maharashtra and get more investment from Davos.
All right, Mayuresh, the government here, of course, saying that they're going to further scrutinize these bills with respect to the expenditure. But the very fact that you have that entire amount being billed on the first day of the tour, clearly knowing that this was a tour of about 4 to 5 days, how do you generate a bill of a 4 days tour bill on the first day itself?
That is
Mayuresh,
quite
please
shocking.
hold that thought. Stay with us. Let's get in a word here. Let's get in a word here from Mr. Nawab Malik of the NCP, who has, of course, been spearheading those charges with respect to this one bill that has been submitted. Mr. Malik, you're not just saying that these are inflated bills, of course, but you're also bringing in the aspect of these being inflated because of the builder lobby. How is that?
See, the Mr. Additional Chief Secretary, Mr. Gawai, and CEO of the MIDC, along with CITCO CEO, marketing manager, all 5 people were represented the Maharashtra government in Economic Forum International. And the way the bill has been submitted, the bill is generated on 21st. For hotels, this is something amounting to 2 crore 35 lakh rupees. For office meeting, it is 2 crore 73 lakhs rupees. All this amount is escalated. I think a clear-cut money have to be looted through the MIDC by this officer. Why? Because they had made many clearance for the builders in an industrial policy. So all of them, whether it is minister or cabinet minister or chief minister or department officer, all are busy in looting the department. Bill itself shows the company which has raised the bill, it is in Florida. The address we search in the Google, there is no company existing. Only the account number of the American banks has been given. That means this is a systematic loot has been designed by the officers, and government somewhere given clearance, mum clearance to this kind of a loot.
Right. So what kind of clearance are you really hinting at? Because the government, of course, now has made it very clear that no payments, while the bill has been submitted, but no payments are going to be made by the government yet till this is further scrutinized.
How who has appointed these guys? Who they are? They have to give clarification. If anybody raised the bill, that means you know that guys. They had submitted the bill. When we have raised this issue, they are saying they have not cleared the bill till today. Definitely, there is hand in glove. Some people sitting in America with 2 bank accounts, the money would have been siphoned if we had not raised the issue. Now they are telling we are ready to scrutinize the bill. In 2015, the entire tour of Mr. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, it was costing 93 lakh rupees. In 2017, the tour cost was 1 crore 93 lakhs rupees. And after 1 year, only officials are going there. Then how bill can be 7.5 crore rupees?
Okay. So, Mr. Malik, what are you expecting next? Why do you think that the ACB is not taking this up yet?
We demand that ACB should take this issue. They must inquire whether payment is made or not. Who has appointed these 2 companies, Premier Auto Car, America, Boys, Auto Boys in America? Who has appointed? Who has told them to submit the bill?
Okay.
This is a matter of inquiry. We demand the ACB have to take this matter and thoroughly.
All right. So you're, of course, questioning that entire process, not just the bill. While the government assures for a scrutiny of the bill, you're, of course, questioning that entire process and having appointed the officers and that permission and how they went about in even hiring cars from outside there itself. Mr. Malik, please stay on with us because this is an important response now that Mirror now has got. We've spoken with the Industries Minister of Maharashtra, Mr. Subhash Desai. He has assured extra unnecessary expenditure will not be paid. Let's take a listen in.
There has been an allegation against your department that your personnel from your department spent more than 7 crore rupees at Davos. What do you have to say about it?
Davos Economic World Forum was attended by our officials. This year, Honorable Chief Minister or myself, we could not attend, but the officials attended. Usually the expenditure at Davos is higher than other cities. Even then, bills have not been paid. Bills have been submitted, but they have not been paid, and only right bills would be paid. Unnecessarily extra expenditure would not be done.
There is another allegation which opposition has leveled that just to pass this industrial policy, this kind of a bribe has been paid in this way. What do you have to say about it?
This is wild allegation. There is no connect between one conference and the policy. Policy is for the next 5 years. And it has been evolved after due deliberations and interactions with associations, with industrial stakeholders. So nothing to do with this event. And the policy is aimed at attracting more and more investments and creating more jobs for the state.
Have you asked your officials to go through all the bills and pay only the correct amount?
Yes, I have instructed.
Okay, so this is scrutiny with respect to the bill. Mr. Nawab Malik, if you heard that response from the minister, Mr. Subhash Desai, saying that these bills will be scrutinized. But according to you, there's much more to scrutinize on the decisions that were taken for the officers to be there instead of any government minister, and also the kind of expenditure, the kind of bill that has been footed. Exactly what all are your allegations in this on why you're calling this a scam?
Definitely, we raised the issue now. They are saying we had not paid the bill. But how the bill has been raised?
Yes.
Who appointed this Premier Auto Car?
Okay.
From America. A company which is selling old cars, buying old cars, can raise a bill for traveling. They can raise a bill for hotels. Auto Boys, which company has been submitted a bill for office rent? These all bogus companies are
absolutely there. Fair enough. That bill has been generated, which means it's been paid. So where's the money come from? How does the government say that we've not paid a penny from this? Let's get in that word from the BJP We have Shaina NC with us on the phone line. Shaina, thanks for being with us. Help us understand this defense that is being put up by the government. You have Minister Mr. Subhash Desai saying not a single penny has been paid by the government. But it is a bill that has been generated on expenditures by the officers. So effectively, we're looking at where this money has come from. Who's paid for this, amounting for 7.6 crore rupees? Shaina, is my voice going through, please? Okay, we seem to have lost that line. We're getting in further inputs here on this kind of explanation now that is coming in from the minister. Mayuresh, this is something very elementary. On a bill that has been generated means that it's been paid. Where did that money come from, if not from the government?
Certainly, that the same question we asked the industries minister, but he clearly said that we have not paid a single penny. My department, my officials will go through all the bills. They will scrutinize and only will pay the money which is which the expense of the income. We will not pay the extra money. But if you could see the point which you are asking, see, this is the date. See the date. This is the date of 21st of January this year, 2019. If you remember, the Davos conference, the World Economic Forum started on 21st, and this bill was generated on the day one. And this bill contains everything. This bill contains the travel arrangement from 21st to 26th. They have mentioned how many ferries that particular vehicle have done, and for how many and what is the exact cost that has been incurred. So, on one day, or we can say that how any agency which is making any travel plans or making any travel arrangement is so sure that they are generating the bill on the day one, and for next 5 days bill also they have generated on the same day, and they have sent it to Maharashtra government. So now it is the ball is in court of Maharashtra government. What exactly have to do? Whether it will be interesting to see whether they will be seeking any kind of clarification from the officers who have gone there, and what next step they do. Will they be making those payments? Will they be making entire payment? Will they be taking any kind of action on those officials who have made this 7.63 crore rupees bills there at Davos?
Right, Mayuresh, this is no small amount that we're looking at. We're once again going to reiterate, this is about 7.63 crore rupees that we're looking at on one single trip made by 5 government officers, including the Chief Secretary. And we have that comparison that even an official delegation of the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, having twice in the past, having been to Davos, it has not costed as much. It has perhaps a total of costed just about 2 crore rupees. If we further scrutinize this bill on what comes to the fore, this is an absolute loot of taxpayers' money that we're looking at. Have other opposition parties raised this as well, apart from just the NCP?
No, certainly other opposition parties have also raised this issue, and now it will be interesting to see that what government responds, because the first response which we have got, that minister himself have told Mirror now that they will be scrutinized this bill. But what next if they find any kind of irregularity in the expense? What kind of action the minister or the department or CM will be taking against his own men? Because they were not only representing Maharashtra government, but they were representing the Maharashtra state, and they have gone there on the money of common people, the people like you, me, and others who pay the tax every time without failing. On that money, they have gone over there. So it certainly Maharashtra government as well as industries department is answerable, and it would be interesting to see what kind of action the industries department take against their own men. That's right.
Stay with us, Mayuresh. Let's also get in a word here from an independent voice, Shama Kulkarni, the trustee of Agni, which is Action for Good Governance and Networking in India. Appreciate you being with us, Shama Kulkarni. In your view, is the government now trying? Would it be fair to say that they're trying a delaying tactic, with the minister saying that none of this has been paid by the government, even though the bill has been generated?
In the first place, the minister said that this is government money. The government doesn't have any money, it's my money.
That's right.
It's my taxpayers' money. You cannot use money that I
Absolutely.
have worked hard for and paid taxes for you guys to go to Davos and spend crores of rupees. That's the first thing. So why should the government have to pay for it? If it is wrong, then get that cut from their salaries. My taxpayers' money is not going to go to bail somebody out. That's absolutely out of the question. Everything, for example, when they want to raise their salaries for their MPs and their MLAs, they never have any discussions on it. They raise the salaries. That's the one thing that nobody.
That's right. Let's see what
discusses.
the BJP, the ruling state party in Maharashtra, would need to say on that. Stay on with us, Shama, please. Let's get in a word here from Mr. Balachandra Sirsat with us of the BJP. Thank you for being with us. Help us understand what is this kind of explanation that's coming in from your state minister here, saying that no money has been paid by the government so far. This is a bill that has been generated already, 7.6 crore rupees. How did the government officials manage to spend so much in Davos?
See, basically, government, there is a procedure. Once the bill is generated, then it is scrutinized, and then the payment is done. So now bill is generated by the concerned officers, IAS officer, Mr. Gavai, of 7 crores, which is exorbitantly high. So I'm sure government, auditors, and accounts department will not make that payment. There will be query for it. It will be scrutinized, and such abnormal payments will not be made.
No, are you giving an assurance here, final word from you, that this is going to be further sent to the ACB?
See, basically, it will be scrutinized first by accounts. Directly jumping to ACB is not due process of law. Due process of law is accounts officer will scrutinize, auditor will scrutinize, and then they will take decision at that level. Now, anti-corruption bureau comes when corruption takes place. So they have raised the bill. They have not grabbed the money. They have not taken the money. Neither government has issued or transferred the money. What expenditure they have done, much more
All
than
right,
what
so you're
PM
saying there
has
is
done.
potential in corruption here, but not yet. Okay, so you're saying that you're trying to nip it in the bud. Let's hope that happens here. Appreciate you speaking with us. Many thanks to Mr. Nawab Malik and Shama and correspondent Mayuresh with those inputs here as well on this massive expenditure to a trip to Davos. Thank you for being with us.